So today's video is going to be just a simple video talking about my favorite
nudes.
Because everybody's talking about nudes right now. Everybody's talking about nude lipsticks, nudes, hairy nudes, hair covered nudes. I'll tell you, those are not the hairy nudes that I want in my life or that I need in my life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why would I want that near my mouth? Those are not the hairy nudes I want near my mouth. I'll see myself out. All jokes aside, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite nude lipsticks today from brands that I trust and brands that are not lying to their customers and brands that are not selling expired products, you know? Is this video incredibly petty? Yes. Do I care?
No.
If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, I will leave a link to Christy's video, That Girl Shay, Jen Lo's reviews. Even Nicole Concilio has like canceled this brand. What? A ton of different people have talked about it by now, and I didn't really have anything to add to it except talking about brands that I really like and talking about brands that have already released nude lipsticks that are flattering and that have a multitude of shades and just things that are generally better companies to support from what I've gathered. So let's do this. We're gonna do a lip swatch video. Who is she? I don't know. I'm recording this video because one, I thought of it and I couldn't get it out of my head, and two, it's fucking hilarious in my brain. What if I just did a video like talking about my favorite nudes? I have a selection of nude lipsticks here that I'm gonna try and show you on my face. I have some cotton pads and some micellar water because I'm gonna need to take them off my lips. The only one I don't want to put on my mouth is this one because it's a liquid lipstick and I don't want to get this on my lips and have to wipe it off. So I'll swatch this on my hand. So we'll start with the lightest shade. So the first shade is Circe from Nyx. It's one of their original like bullet lipsticks. Lip smacking fun colors. I don't know if that's what it's called. This is something that I can totally attribute to Raw Beauty Christy because she wouldn't shut up about this lip color. And it's a great lip shade. It is a very beigey light nude. That's what it looks like on my hand. It's super comfortable, really inexpensive. It's like $5. I really hope they still carry this line. When I went to Ulta the other day, I did not see this, so I was kind of upset. So this is Circe. God, so creamy. When I first put this one on, it looks a little bit crazy, but something about how this formula like melts into my lips, it just looks so nice. It's such a comfortable lipstick. It's not long lasting, really at all, but I don't really care as much with nude lipsticks if they're long lasting because they wear off a lot nicer generally if they're lighter because it's closer to my natural lip color. A nice shade. Let's zoom in a little bit. That is Circe. Why I didn't pre-wet a cotton pad, I don't know. I'm gonna try not to wipe off everything off of my face each time. We're going from lightest to darkest. The next shade is Honeycomb from Bite Beauty. It's one of the Amuse Bouche lipsticks. This shade is similar tone, slightly darker. I do really like it. I've owned one of the Amuse Bouche lipsticks before, and it was the color Kale, which was like the super dark green shade, and it bled horribly into my lip lines. It never looked good. This one, on the other hand, so comfortable. Because it's a nude, it's not as noticeable when it bleeds into my lip lines, but it's such a flattering nude. I love it. I swear, Bite Beauty has some of the most comfortable lipsticks I've ever tried. So this one is Honeycomb. Looks like this. This one has just enough of a peach kind of undertone for it to be flattering on like more pink tones and yellowy undertones. It's like just neutral enough without it being like gray. It smells like orangey lemon, tastes good. It lasts a decent amount of time on the lips for being more of a like creamy lipstick, but it's so comfortable. I have kind of been exploring different lipstick formulas because I'm trying to dupe out some of my MAC lipsticks that I have from many years ago. Because to be honest, some of my favorite nudes that I have are still from MAC, but I'm moving away from them and not purchasing them anymore. I'm trying to branch out even more. I've never done a lip swatch video in my life, so you're welcome. I did this look in a Get Ready With Me just now. That'll be going up after this video, so get ready for that. I used the Midas Cosmetics Flower Bomb palette and a little bit of the Riviera palette. The next shade, I am going to include the Melt Cosmetics 710 lipstick. This is the mustardy one I was wearing in my last 2 videos, which I actually don't even need to lip swatch because you saw them in my videos. But I will swatch it on my hand because it's not nearly as like mustard as it is like mustardy brown. It's a beautiful shade. I love the formula. It's super comfortable, and Melt is one of those brands that I want to kind of branch into more of the products because I love the Gemini palette. I love the Smoke Sessions palette. I love this too. So I've really not like had any issues except like some of the broken shades. So yeah, that's 710 from Melt. I feel like this would look really great on medium skin tones and even deeper skin tones because I feel like there's enough like orangey, like yellow undertones for it not to look like weird and ashy. Definitely got a stark difference here. So many shades. Maybe not as many as a certain person's line, but at least they're not expired and covered in
holes. Next
is an Urban Decay lipstick. This is a shade 1993, and it is perhaps one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. It's such a gorgeous shit brown shade. So comfortable. It's one of their comfort mattes, and it's the older packaging before they like relaunched it, you know? These swatches are gonna get less and less precise as the video goes along. This is one of my favorite matte formulas I've ever tried in my life. I've really only owned 2 Urban Decay lipsticks, this one and then one of the other Vice lipsticks, but this thing is so comfortable. It came out when like Kylie Jenner's big ass lips got popular and everybody was looking for these kind of shades where it was kind of like 90s grungy shades, and they named this one 1993, so obviously they were like hitting a target, but it's such a nice shade. It goes so good with so many things. It would look good with this eyeshadow look because it's definitely on the cooler side, but without being like, without having purpley undertones. It's definitely more like brown, has a little bit of rose, and it's like a little bit gray, but not too bad. And this lasts so long for it being like a cream lipstick. I don't know how it lasts so long. I lost it once and I couldn't find it and I was very sad, and then I found it in like a purse months and months and months later, and I was so happy that I found it because I was like, I will have this lipstick and I don't want to rebuy it. I don't want to repurchase it. Urban Decay, like sometimes they really knock it out of the park. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Most of the nudes I have are darker nude shades because I thought this wasn't like a Jacqueline lipstick. Jesus. Most of the nude shades I do have are darker because I don't really like concealer lips. Not a big fan. So most of these are going to be deeper and they're going to work on a multitude of skin tones, and they're going to look different on different skin tones because like this shade, these 2 shades are like darker on me, but on like medium to deep skin, they would be more close to like natural skin tone, and it's just, it's nice. This is the Colourpop Velvet Blur lipstick in Y2K, and this is one of the matte ones. It's like a Ulta exclusive or something. So creamy and pretty. Oh my god. It's a little bit pinker, a little pinker. This one isn't nearly as opaque in one swipe, but it still gets pretty opaque and it's so comfortable. It's like a creamy powder type texture. Yeah, and this is the shade Y2K. Did I mention that? I don't know. I think these are like $6, really inexpensive, really affordable, and I appreciate that Colourpop is in Ulta now because as much as I am annoyed by how much Colourpop puts out, I appreciate that they are accessible and they are affordable and still maintain like fun stuff. But this lipstick, it's definitely pinker. On me, it doesn't look much like a nude, but it's definitely like a nudier pink, kind of rosy mauve. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty shade. I know they have lighter shades, but they didn't have any of those ones when I was looking at them And I wanted to try one of these, and the formula is really nice. The shade is really good for me, and I'm sure they have plenty of nudes that are affordable. Affordable is different for everybody. Okay, not affordable is different for everybody. This one is lower priced. I wouldn't call it cheap because the quality is still good. It's lower priced. It's on the lower end. Good thing we're going from light to dark, because I'm definitely not getting everything off of my mouth.
Blah, blah, blah.
Next, the next one I will talk about is the Colored Raine liquid lipstick in Mars. And this one is similar to the Urban Decay one. It's this shade right here. I'll also insert a clip of me wearing it from another video. This is actually pretty, yeah, this is very similar to the Urban Decay one. It dries down a little bit rosier. It's a really nice formula for liquid lipstick. I feel like this one and the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks are probably my favorite formula that I've tried, besides another one that I don't want to talk about. But this is the shade Mars. It's another one of those like mid-tone kind of rosy nudes. Really pretty. Clearly I have a type. I do also have the Desert Suede from Dose of Colors, which is more of like a brown, like a taupey brown, but I cannot find it right now. I've misplaced it and I'm very sad because the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula is by far my favorite liquid lipstick formula. This one's good, not as good as the Dose of Colors. It's really good. And I believe you can get Colored Raine at Target now. At least that's where I found this one. And this is another one of those like Kylie Jenner lip colors. It sucks that that's like a adjective now.
Like, oh, that lipstick is so Kylie Jenner.
We went from it being like an adjective of like a color, like a way to describe a color, and now it's like, are you talking about the makeup line? I don't fucking know. The last kind of traditional lipstick I'm going to talk about is perhaps my favorite lipstick of all time. And this one I actually literally bought a backup of because I was getting down to the wire on the other one I had, and then I up and lost it. And I was like, I love it enough to where I'm going to buy it again, so I might as well just buy it again. This is the Bite Beauty lipstick. This is the matte lip crayon in Glace. Oh my god. Again, I know I have a type. I get it. This one has a bit more purple in it. It's so comfortable. This is such an underrated formula. I feel like everybody loses their shit about the Amuse Bouche lipsticks, but the matte lip crayons, I find the formula superior actually because it lasts so long and it's so comfortable. I don't even know. I've worn this lipstick in countless videos over the years. I'm sure you've seen me wear it. I'm sure you've seen me put it in the description box. I love this lipstick. It's such an underrated color and formula. Bite Beauty doesn't get nearly enough love, I feel like, for their like staple canon line because they put out all these weird limited edition things. It's like,
Nah, I don't want that.
Except for the kale lipstick that I decluttered. It was a lipstick called Kale, not with kale in it. I hope not. Besides that, everything I've ever bought from Bite, I really, really enjoy. Like the Agave lip mask is perhaps like it's in my top 5 lip products I've ever tried. And I am a lip product connoisseur of sorts. But something about the butters that they have in here makes it so comfortable on the lips. It kind of soaks in, it kind of melts into it. You're able to wear this comfortably for several hours. And once it dries down, like it's not a transfer proof lipstick, but like I can eat and I still have this on my mouth. And like you saw how creamy it went on. It's very creamy. Like, look at this close up. Like that's on first application. Like I just put that on. Ugh. I love it. I love it. It's so underrated. If any of these are dupes for Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, or if any of these are remotely close to them, I will put it in the description, put like what it's the closest to, because if any of you have purchased Jaclyn's lipsticks, I recommend you don't use them. Like, please don't use them. Please document all of them, but don't put it on your face. Please don't. Especially if you're immunocompromised or pregnant. Just like, don't, because you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I know that Jaclyn Hill is lying because I don't believe a word that she says. I just have a strong feeling that she's lying because of her history. You know. This is a great lipstick that's not expired because I literally bought it the other day and it came fresh and clean and without hair on it. One scandal is done, one bit of drama in the beauty community is done, and then we're like, oh, well, we need a new one. Somebody release a line that is contaminated with mold? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Seriously, go watch Christy's video. It's great. Jaclyn Cosmetics had to get called out because
Holy shit.
that's not how you do customer service. I have one more lip color to talk about, and it's technically not a lipstick, but it has enough pigment for it to matter. This is another Bite Beauty lip product. This is the French Press lip gloss in flat white. Oof, it's such a good shade. I'm gonna put it over the top of this. I don't know if that's how that's gonna look. It might look weird, but I've worn it on its own before. It's beautiful. I just don't really want to take this off because I know it's gonna stain my lips and this isn't gonna look right by itself. So I'm just gonna put it on top. Would you look at that? They look good together. Wow. This lip gloss is such a good lip gloss. Here's this shade, by the way. And I'll zoom in. Look at all those chickens. How do people do lip swatch videos without making crazy faces? I feel like I would just make faces all the time. Let's just zoom that back out. This lip gloss, it's like evenly pigmented enough to where usually I'm not for like super pigmented lip glosses. Usually I want it to be like more sheer with like a wash of color. This one has more pigment than I'm used to, but something about the formula itself makes it actually really flattering on the lips, and it can still be like sheer enough for it to like not be distracting. It looks good even though it's a pigmented lip gloss, you know. I like it a lot, and it tastes like coffee and it smells good. And again, Bite Beauty, far underrated. I love this lip gloss. The only thing with it is that sometimes when you wear it long enough, you'll get that little like line in the inside of your lips. So it like kind of leaves a little bit of that like line divider film. It's not so much to where it's like not wearable, you know. I just prefer it on its own because it's pigmented enough to actually like work. So yes. These are the shades I wanted to talk about. I just had this idea and I really wanted to film it. And it's like almost, it's 1:30 in the morning and these are not coming off. It's very hot in my room. I need to open a window. I need to turn a fan on. It's very hot. Oh, look at that. It's coming off. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Some really nice, sexy nudes that are not covered in hair. And please, please, if you've bought any of Jaclyn Hill's lipsticks, don't put them on your face. Because we don't know what's going on. Just don't put them on your face right now. You've seen the pictures. It's crazy. It's insane. Like, try some of these out. Some of them are more affordable than others. They're good brands that I can support and not feel icky about. Today's song of the day is Stranger Danger from the Coathangers. I was working on their line cut at work, and that's one of my favorite songs that they have. It's really cool and like eerie and dark and creepy and still poppy. It's a weird dichotomy of a song, but I really, really like it. Thanks so much to my patrons. Y'all are great. Thank you to everybody who likes my videos, who is subscribed, everybody out there who watches my shit.
Thanks.
I appreciate you. I am sweating out of many folds, so I should probably leave this room and get some air ventilation. So thank you for watching. Thanks to my patrons. Y'all are great. I appreciate you. Let me know what some of your favorite nude lipsticks are in the comments below so we can just share the wealth of knowledge that we just have, because honestly, it's not revolutionary to release nude lipsticks in 2019. Like, come on. Come on. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video.
Bye.